Energy drinks are a big part of gaming, and that is something that never really made sense to me because, let's be honest, gaming is not an activity that's really physically demanding. When you're done playing a game, you're not going to be sitting down, covered in sweat, breathing really heavy, and holding your chest because you're just that tired. That's something that's probably not happening. Either way, who really cares at the end of the day? You do whatever you want. But for an extremely long time, there have been a lot of companies out there making energy drinks for gamers. Most of the time people think about stuff like that, the two that usually comes into people's head will be G Fuel and Gamer Subs. Most likely Gamer Subs because they use some of the most powerful marketing techniques to ever exist. That is being sponsoring a bunch of content creators and also using the power of anime. Something if you combine, you become unstoppable and people will just throw money at you. And since this is kind of a brand new field, a lot of other companies are also trying to jump in and get a piece of that pie. And today, we are here to talk about one who ended up being so bad at marketing themselves and PR that they basically ended up doing the any percent speed run to shutting down. And that company is being Assassin Energy. But just like every story, let's start at the beginning. And that have us go into Twitter. Because every single time when something terrible happens on the internet, it always starts on Twitter. At the beginning of February, a streamer named Forgot to Pull Out, yes, that is his actual name. I'm not saying that as a joke. A very interesting choice. He ended up posting this on Twitter where he was talking about that Assassin Energy ended up going inside of his Kick chat and started making fun of him, which is something that I have never heard of before. This is the real life brain account going in someone else's chat and trying to make fun of them so they can go and get a reaction. Now, the reason why this ended up happening in the first place is kind of unknown. There is two theories going around. One is being that Assassin Energy ended up talking to the streamer to make a deal and they ended up saying no, which if that is true, who really cares? Just go and talk to someone else. And the second theory is being that the streamer was actually making fun of Assassin Energy. And I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't really matter which one of those theories are true. This response from a company is something that you should not be doing at all because the streamer said no to you or they're just making fun of you. That doesn't mean you go inside their chat and just start saying stuff like this so you can go and get a reaction from them. That just makes you look like some Redditor and also just extremely insecure about your product that one guy say something bad about it, which is going to happen anyway because it doesn't matter how good your product is, someone is not going to like it, especially if it's food. It's not really that much of a big deal. You don't need to go and defend the name of your company. And I think the worst part about this is that the insults that they ended up throwing at the streamer is also just extremely bad and pretty cringe. Them telling the streamer to fix his teeth and also get a real job, which is something very interesting to say to someone who can be a potential partner in the future. I guess not for Assassin Energy. They're not going to work with anyone who dares say their opinion about the brand. Something that is definitely going to be helpful in the long run. Anyway, after when I ended up hearing this news, I wanted to go and check out the Assassin Energy Twitter account just to learn that it doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, they ended up just deleted it. And I thought to myself, wow, that's extremely sad, but at least I can still go and see their website. And guess what? Their website also doesn't exist because they deleted it too. But hey, at least it was made by Squarespace, so I guess they ended up using some content creator sponsorship deal to make this. So yeah, the website doesn't exist, and to make this situation even more funnier and also sad at the same time, there is no archive on the Wayback Machine. This was an extremely small company, and it looks like no one really cared about them enough to actually make an archive of their website or their Twitter account. So I thought to myself that this video just can't be made because I can't show you anything that this company made. And I thought I just had to close the whole door on this video and it could just never be made. But I ended up being saved because there is a YouTuber out there who also ended up talking about this situation, and I'm pretty sure they're the only person on the internet who has an archive of their Twitter response and to their website, and it is this YouTuber right here. So I'm going to be using some clips so I could go and talk about this situation a little bit more. So the first thing that I wanted to go and see is their website. I mean, obviously, if they are so confident enough that they're willing to go and make fun of streamers in their chat, maybe their website is just extremely cool, just for you to go on it and realize it looks really bad. Like, the person who made this, they are not really that good at designing a website, but you know what? I don't really care about stuff like that. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is the product. If it's extremely good, the website can look horrible just for you to go and check out their material, and you ended up getting hit with one of the biggest jump scares you will ever see in your life. You want to know how much caffeine is in a serving size of Assassin Energy? 250 milligrams. That is something absolutely insane. That is more than a Monster Energy. And for most people, when they see stuff like that, they usually think that's going way too far. You know, don't drink that much caffeine. But here comes Assassin Energy completely blowing that out of the water. And I don't know if this is true, but when the Twitter account still exists, a lot of people are saying that that is actually way too much and you are not allowed to do that. Again, I don't know if that's true because we gotta remember a product like Pink Sauce ended up existing not so long ago, and she was able to basically ship that all around America. I wouldn't really be that surprised if something like Assassin Energy could exist, but that is just very interesting. I guess if you go and drink some Assassin Energy, you are going to probably activate the Speed Force and just start zooming all over the place, and then you would just log off because you had a heart attack. Oopsie daisy. Now, after this whole controversy with the streamer, more people ended up coming out about Assassin Energy, and we ended up learning that what they ended up doing isn't really something that new for them. That's kind of their way of marketing. They kind of just go and get into arguments with other streamers and then also their fans in the comment section, which is a very interesting way to market yourself. The only conclusion that I could come down to why they will do something like this is that's kind of the brand that they wanted to form. You know, instead of being extremely safe like all the rest of the corporations, we're going to be the extremely cool base one who's not scared to just make fun of other people. You know, kind of like the Wendy's Twitter back then. But here's the thing, the Wendy's Twitter back then used to be kind of funny, and they also didn't really go out of their way to make fun of everyone. They kind of only made fun of people that they could get away with. You are not Wendy's, you are Assassin Energy, a brand that no one really knows about, and you're going inside of people's chat who could be a future partner and making fun of them and their fan base. Now, when this whole situation happened, they ended up releasing a response on their Twitter, and it is not good at all. It is your stereotypical corporate response where they blame everyone but themselves for the reason why their reputation ended up getting destroyed so quickly, which, you know, that's not really that surprising. That's completely on brand of terrible corporate apologies. And after this statement, shortly after, they just disappear from existence. Not real anymore. But either way, this is just something that I wanted to talk about. Energy drink company which ended up destroying themselves in just a couple of tweets. And you know what? That's pretty funny. Anyway, that's it. My name is Lua. This is something that I want to talk about. You have a good day or night. See ya.